Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. What's the overall energy for this connection? So we do have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You could very well be waiting on something, or somebody could very well be waiting on you, but we'll see ultimately why you're getting this card and how it resonates with your reading for today, Pisces. But we're going to focus on you first, and we'll jump over to your person's energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. All right, how does Pisces currently view this relationship? Okay. Kind of looks like you've actually been waiting on someone from your past to resurface back up here for you. Now, you could very well be waiting on a water sign, so a Pisces like yourself, possibly a Scorpio, maybe even a Cancer or an earth sign, so a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It kind of looks like you're very determined to not be the one to resurface back up here for them, to call them, to, text them. It kind of looks like you rather wait on them to make the first move instead of you being the one to make the first move. Okay. How does this person currently view this relationship with, ooh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, well, let's just start off with this really quickly here. We have the Three of Swords to the Ten of Wands, Pisces, for this person's energy. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily feel like this person's taking this ending so well. Obviously, from the looks of it, they're definitely not taking this ending so well. This ending between the two of you, I almost want to say it's finally hitting them. It's finally hitting them. So it kind of looks like initially when the relationship came to an end, they were like, oh, whatever. You know what I mean? Life goes on. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. But man, this ending, man, it's starting to really hit this person, and it truly is hitting this person hard, is basically what I'm getting. It's like they go from I don't care to like, oh man, this really does suck. This really does hurt. With the Page of Swords coming out here, I would like to look at this a little bit more just to kind of see what I can get here off of this energy. Let's see. Tell me more about the Page of Swords. This pain that they're feeling due to this ending that transpired between the two of you, it's dragging on to the point where they're just like, oh my gosh, like, am I ever going to get over this? Like, am I ever going to essentially move past this? Is basically, yeah, what I'm getting. We have the Ten of Swords, and we also have the Hierophant. This person is perceiving you as somebody who's basically done with them. Okay, that's just how they're perceiving you. Now, it's not to say that you are done with them. That's just what this person feels. That's just what this person thinks, that you're basically done with them. And this, marriage that you had with them, or this relationship that you once upon a time had with them, or this situationship, right, that you once upon a time had with them. Because for some of you, it could have been like a situationship that you had going on with this person, but they're looking at you like you're done with them. They're looking at you like you're really straight up done with them. Like you don't want anything to do with them. Which is kind of forcing this person to, just accept the fact that it's time, you know what I mean, for them to move forward and move on with their life. But it's hard, man. It's hard. It's definitely hard for this person to just get up and move forward and move on with their life. I don't feel like this person has any idea that you're waiting on them to resurface back up here for them, especially because they're perceiving you as somebody who's basically done with them, somebody who doesn't even want anything to do with them. I don't know if you were the one to bring the relationship to an end, but if you were, I mean, I feel like that's kind of why this person thinks that you're done with them. That's a possibility, but even if they were the one that brought this relationship to an end, the fact that you're not running after them or begging for this person to stay, like, could be giving this person the impression that you're done with them. How does Pisces currently feel? Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. We do have the Moon. And then we also have the Three of Wands. I feel like you're kind of surprised that you haven't heard from this person just yet. I don't know. This to me kind of feels like you were anticipating / expecting for this person to contact you. And because they haven't, I feel like you're kind of surprised by it. I am getting that. You're kind of surprised by it. I don't know. Maybe you're used to like this person, you know, running after you. Or maybe you're used to this person constantly trying to like fix and repair things here with you. And now that they're not doing that, you know, that could very well be throwing you off, because I just kind of feel like this right here is really throwing you off. Like, that's weird. Like, why aren't they, you know, why aren't they contacting me? Why haven't they called me? Why haven't they texted me? Why haven't they tried to like fix and repair things with me? Okay. And it kind of has you questioning us also if you're ever gonna hear from this person. I'm also getting that. How does this person currently feel? Okay. We have the 10 of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Page of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Wands out here. Okay. I'm not saying that this is true, but this is just how they feel. So just kind of keep that in mind. We are going based off of how they're perceiving everything, okay? Doesn't necessarily make it accurate and or true. But in regards to how this person's currently feeling, this person basically feels like you're talking to somebody else or you're seeing someone else. I don't know if you actually are talking to somebody else and or seeing someone else, but that's just what this person feels, that you're talking to somebody else, that you're seeing someone else, that you're dating somebody else. And that alone, it truly does essentially hurt this person to think that maybe that's just what you're out here doing, right? Talking to somebody else, entertaining someone else, dating someone else. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you actually are, though. That's my thing. Like, I'm not entirely sure if you actually are dating someone else, or, you know, seeing someone else or not. But that's just kind of what they feel is currently going on in your life, that you're dating somebody else, that you're seeing someone else, that you're being intimate with somebody else. And that really does hurt this person to even think about that you could be, right, dating somebody else, seeing someone else, being intimate with someone else. Like, the thought alone, it hurts them, it bothers them, it upsets them. You know, I am getting that. Again, not entirely sure why they think that that's what's going on, but tell me more about the Page of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands, we got the Star, and then we also have the World. You know, I don't know, Pisces. Now I'm starting to question, are you dating somebody else? Are you seeing somebody else? Because the more I look into this energy, the more it feels like they feel like, no, like this is what's really going on. Like, I just know it. Like, I know that they're seeing somebody else. I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. It's kind of hard to tell if this is just them assuming what you're currently up to, if this is what you're really like currently up to. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, they're kind of harnessing the energy of like, I just know that they are. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of this energy right here with the 8 of Wands to the Star, to the World coming out here. Based off of whatever it is that they are suspecting or whatever they know, or what else? Or whatever they think is going on is what's causing them to fall into this energy of, I have to let them go. I have to move forward and move on with my life. They're clearly moving forward and moving on with their life, so I have to do the same thing. I just don't know if it's coming from a place of, I think this is what Pisces is doing, or I know this is what Pisces is doing. That's like the challenging part that I'm kind of like facing right now. With this person and their energy. And the main reason why is because I'm not picking up anybody else in your energy field. It's not to say that you weren't entertaining anybody else or dealing with anybody else when the relationship came to an end. Maybe you did, and that relationship came to an end, and that's why I'm not picking this person up within your energy field. That's definitely a possibility, but it's hard to tell if all of this is coming from a place of, I know they are because I saw it with my own 2 eyes, or I just think that that's what Pisces is doing, so therefore I'm moving on with my life. So then there's that. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I can't, it's like, it's hard to tell if it's coming from a place of, I know because I saw it with my own 2 eyes, or I just think this is what Pisces is doing. That's like the most challenging and difficult part that I'm facing here in this reading. Because as far as they're concerned, I don't know if they think that you're dating somebody new slash talking to someone new, or they outright know. Like, that's like, I don't know which one it is. And the reason why I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not is because there's nobody showing up in your energy field. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Pisces is, maybe Pisces is not. I'm also getting too that this person might be under the impression that you left them to go be with somebody else. I'm also getting that as well. I don't know if you did though. You know what I mean? Leave them to go be with somebody else. I mean, let's just say that hypothetically speaking, you did leave this person to go be with somebody else. Let's just say that you did. I don't think that you're dealing with that person anymore. Maybe something happened with that connection, or I don't know, because I'm not picking anybody else up in your energy field. Let me keep looking at you. Let's do that. Let's see what actions you plan on taking in this person's direction to see if I pick up somebody else, I guess, in your energy. What actions will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? You got the Nine of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Cups. And then we also have the Sun. Okay. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we also have the Magician out here. Okay. Okay, this is where things start to get a little interesting here. Okay. In regards to how you plan on moving forward, okay, I don't see you taking action in this person's direction. However, I do see you definitely meeting somebody new. I am definitely getting that strongly. But do I see you taking action in their direction? No. But let me rewind real quick here. Tell me more about the Judgment card. Because I'm like trying to find out, like, hold on, because I'm trying to gain some clarity and understanding myself at this point. Okay, we have the World. Okay, we have the World to the Seven of Swords, and then we also have the Emperor. Okay. Well, Pisces, let's talk. I feel like, and don't take this the wrong way when I say this. I'm just being blunt and straightforward about it, okay? You know, as far as like you wanting this person to like resurface back up here for you is concerned, I feel like the only reason why is because you basically, you know, like miss, I guess, like the connection you had with them, you know, nothing more, nothing less. That's the only reason why you really wanted this person to come back. You know what I mean? Is because you basically missed what you once upon a time had with them. But see, that's my thing, Pisces, is that it looks like, and I could be wrong, but it kind of looks like you were the one that brought the situation to an end to begin with. You know what I mean? And then you found yourself falling into this energy of like, damn, like I really do miss this person. I really do miss hanging out with them, spending time with them. Like, man, it will be cool. You know what I mean? If this person hit my line, like that's like the vibe that you're basically giving me. And the fact that this person, you know, kind of backed off and didn't text you, didn't call you, like I think that would kind of threw you off, you know, a little bit, because that's just kind of like what you were anticipating slash expecting for them, right? For them to run back to you. But they didn't. You see what I mean? But I feel like that's the only reason, you know what I mean, why you wanted this person to come back, is because you basically missed what you, I guess, once upon a time had with them. You know, you may have found yourself, you know, experiencing some second thoughts. You know, I am definitely getting that, but this is a very like confusing situation. I'm not gonna lie, Pisces. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very confusing situation because it looks like you brought the relationship to an end for whatever reason you may have. And it could have been because you guys weren't on the same page. Maybe they wanted something serious with you and you weren't ready for all that. That's a possibility. And maybe, you know, because of that, that's why you got up and left, because you weren't looking for anything serious and they wanted something serious with you. That's a possibility. And you just kind of missed the friends with benefits type of situation you had with them. You know what I mean? Like I could create so many like scenarios here to like explain what I'm saying here, but however it fits with you, right, in your situation. But, you know, as far as like you talking to somebody else is concerned, I'm not getting that. Like, I don't feel like you ended this relationship based off of you talking to somebody else or entertaining someone else. I feel like you ended the relationship for other reasons. And this to me kind of feels like one of those situations where maybe they wanted something serious with you, but you weren't ready for all of that. Or maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe it was something else that caused you to end the relationship. Maybe you felt like you weren't that compatible to them. You know, but, you know, you really did enjoy your, you know, relationship, I guess, that you had with them, even though you weren't really that compatible to this person. That's a possibility. But no, I wouldn't necessarily agree with them on the whole, like, Pisces, you know, left me to go be with someone else. I don't really agree with that. I think that you left for other reasons. Like, you weren't on the same page as them. You didn't look at this person as someone that you foresaw yourself having a future with. Maybe the two of you weren't compatible. Like, I feel like you left for like reasons like that, not because, oh, I met somebody else. Like, no, I don't know. I don't feel like you walked away because of that. I feel like you walked away for another reason is basically what I'm gathering, even though this person seems to think, oh, no, Pisces left me because of X, Y, and Z. I don't feel like that's the reason why you left them. I don't. Now this whole you talking to someone else, yeah, I do see you definitely talking to somebody else. I do see you talking to someone else eventually. Yeah, I do see you definitely talking to somebody else. But I don't feel like you were talking to this person when they suspected you were talking to somebody else. Does that make any sense? Hopefully it does. Let's keep going. Okay. What actions will this person take towards Pisces? Oof. We're moving forward. Ugh. Well, I knew it. This whole I knew it. I feel like they're finding out about this new person that you're going to find yourself talking to, / getting to know. But I can't emphasize this enough. Like, that's not how this is playing out. Like, in their head, they think that the reason why you left and stopped talking to them or switched up on them, whatever have you, was because you were talking to somebody else. But it doesn't look like you were talking to anybody else. It looks like you left the dynamic for whatever reasons you may have, but it doesn't have anything to do with another person. It has everything to do with you not being on the same page as them, you not seeing a future with them, whatever, right? But in their head, they think, no, like Pisces left for these reasons, but it doesn't look like you left for those reasons, right? But it kind of looks like despite the fact that you didn't leave for those reasons, they still think that you left for those reasons. So at this point now, it's starting to become more of a, I think this is why Pisces left me, instead of, I know that this is why Pisces left me. It's kind of leaning more towards, I think this is why Pisces left me. And they firmly believe that that's the reason why you left them or stopped talking to them or switched up on them, is because you talking to somebody else. But it doesn't look like you are talking to someone else, and it doesn't look like you were talking to anybody else. You left for other reasons. But I feel like this person's finding out. Yep. I feel like this person's finding out about this new person, and it's causing them to fall into the energy of, I knew it. I mean, I can't really emphasize this enough. Like, even though they suspected, I guess, that you left them to go be with somebody else, it doesn't look like you left them for those reasons. Now, did you eventually end up meeting somebody else after, like after the fact? Yes, but I don't feel like you met this person right after you ended this relationship with them for whatever reasons you may have. It kind of looks like this person came after the fact. Like you met them after you ended your relationship with this person, and it wasn't right away either, is what I'm gathering. And the reason why I'm saying this person's finding out about this person over here is because this new relationship has the Ace of Cups attached to it, and the Ace of Cups is connected to the Ten of Cups. So that's why I'm saying that this person's finding out about this other person. It's going to cause them to fall into this energy of, I knew it. Like, I knew that they were talking to somebody else. I just knew it. I knew it. At the time when they suspected that you were, it wasn't that's what you were doing. Now, are you going to find yourself doing that in the near future? Yes, but they're going to internalize it as you've been talking to this person, even though you weren't. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. Five of Wands. Let's look at that. We got the Five of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Cups. And then we also have the Star out here. Well, Well, listen. Listen, I think it's safe to say that this person's really angry and really upset with you. I think it's safe to say that. So just, keep that in mind as I say what I'm about to say. This person, for one, feels like there's going to come a point in time where you're going to regret. You're going to regret walking away from them, and this connection that the two of you once upon a time had with one another is basically what I'm gathering. Another thing that I'm also getting is this person feels like once you realize that you messed up big time by walking out on them for whatever reasons you may have, right? If you ever plan on, revisiting this connection all over again with them, they have every intentions of slamming the door in your face. So just a little FYI, if I guess things don't work out between you and this new human, if you were to run back to this person, expect this person to slam the door in your face. And I'm just being very honest and transparent with you on that, okay? Let's look at the Ace of Cups, shall we? We do have the Hangman. We got the Ace of Wands. Okay. Then we got the Seven of Wands, and then we have the Empress. I mean, true pair situation here between you and this person. Yeah, true pair situation here. When you meet this person, Pisces, I do see you pushing for a full-blown committed relationship to come out of this entire situation. I am definitely getting that. It's interesting because I feel like this relationship is kind of sort of starting off the same way your relationship with this person over here started, if that makes any sense. Like, obviously you're going to meet this person and, get to know this person, date this person. But initially at first, when the relationship starts off, which is very interesting to see an Empress show up in this way now that I think about it. But when this relationship between you and this Empress initially starts off, right? You guys are not going to actually be on the same page, believe it or not. You're seeking for love, and how do I say what they're seeking for without saying it? They're seeking for fun, you know what I mean? Fun, a good time, you know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what they're seeking for. So right off the bat, y'all are not on the same page. Just like you and this person were not on the same page. They more than likely wanted something serious with you. You probably weren't ready for all of that. Now you find yourself in a whole nother dynamic with someone that you actually want a relationship with, but they're harnessing the energy of, I don't actually want a relationship. I want to have fun. I want to, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean without saying it, which is very odd to see an Empress show up like that. It's very, very odd. Now, I'm not really worried and concerned about it because initially at first, are they walking into this relationship with you with the intentions of, I'm just here to have fun? I mean, yeah, but I think that you're going to change this person's mind. Like, they're not going to have that mentality of, I'm just here to have fun. They're going to eventually have this mentality of, okay, hold on. Like, this is somebody I can see myself settling down with. I am getting that. So keep in mind, Pisces, there are 3 people out here. So we have the Emperor, we got the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Empress. Now, you could very well be this Empress for all we know. You could be the Emperor, you could be the Queen of Wands, whoever you are in all of this. Just, pick and choose because I'm getting 3 different people. What's going to end up happening between Pisces and this Queen of Wands? Okay, let me ask one more time. What's going to end up happening between Pisces and this Queen of Wands? Okay, well, something finally decided to come out. Nothing's going to happen here between you and this Queen of Wands. You're going to find yourself very focused on this brand new beginning in love with this new human. Over here is basically what I am getting, okay? I'm going to pull a romance angel for this person, and then for you. Give me a romance angel card. All right, so we do have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Then we also have finances and career, reconciliation, and then we have very soon. Again, this person truly does feel like it's only a matter of time before you come running back to them. You already know what they're going to do the moment that you do decide to run back to them. Not saying that you will, but, if you do decide one day to run back to this person, if things don't, I guess, work out between you and this person, they will slam the door in your face. With career and finances, this could definitely indicate that you could have met this person, at work. This could definitely represent, somebody that you did business with. That's also a possibility. That's not going to apply for everybody's situation. This person might, they might start a business or something, or they might change careers during this time apart. I am definitely getting that. But, you know, this person felt a very strong connection with you, Pisces. I will say that. All right. Give me a card for Pisces. All right. So, yeah, well, there you go. We got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I mean, we've already established that, you know, you will be definitely meeting someone new. All right. Give me another one. So, yeah, y'all are not, it's crazy because you guys are walking into this relationship wanting two different things. Free yourself is very similar to like the Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, right? This person might have Sag within their chart. That's a possibility. But let's just focus on Sagittarian energy alone because that's going to kind of describe the person that you're getting involved with. Sagittarians don't like to feel confined and restricted. For this person, for whatever reason, relationships make them feel confined and restricted. So this could definitely explain the mentality that they are essentially having while walking into this dynamic that they share with you. I'm not here to settle down. I'm not here to do this. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to have fun. There's a possibility that relationships could make this person feel extremely confined and restricted. It's a possibility nonetheless. But and it's weird because this person is showing up as an empress. Like that's like, I don't think I've ever actually seen this before. Like, I've seen a Queen of Wands harness this energy of like, oh, I'm just here to have fun. I'm not trying to be tied down to anybody. Like, yeah, I've seen that. But an Empress? No, I don't think I've ever seen that before. But you're coming in wanting something real, wanting someone that, you know, you could build with. You're looking at them like they're the perfect person to do it with. And them, on the other hand, like their mentality is, I'm just here to have fun. I don't know what you're here for, but I'm just here for this. You know what I mean? It's strange because I've never seen a Queen of Wands show up in this way, but I don't know. That's very weird. Very weird because an Empress is somebody who craves to be in a relationship with someone that they could build with, you know, somebody that they can settle down with. So to see them show up in this way, I don't know. Maybe this person's not being real with themselves. Maybe. I don't know. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe they're not being real with themselves because an Empress is somebody who craves for, you know, someone that they could build and establish a life with. You know, like they want to settle down, right? And build towards a life with someone. But the fact that they're showing up with this Ace of Wands energy, I don't know. Maybe they're not being real with themselves. Maybe they're telling themselves, I don't want anything serious, but deep down inside, like they want something serious. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. They're telling themselves they don't want anything serious, but deep down inside they do. And at the end, this is kind of why you're going to be able to change this person's mind, because deep down inside, what they really, really want goes against what they're telling themselves that they want or what they're telling you that they want. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. All right. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading.